All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Hunter, episode 137. All right.
Okay.
So we have Ging, who just showed up.
Right. He
Because
is here.
every hunter needs to vote.
Yeah. But Killua is going to be going somewhere.
Yeah, Kill was going somewhere, and I assume it's to help Gon in some way.
Right.
And he said that they might need to rebuild the hospital with what he's doing.
Or was that Morel that said that?
No, that was Killua.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, they were saying that they're still going to bring, like, doctors and other kinds of specialists here. Not necessarily Nen specialists, but specialists essentially to... It wasn't capitalized. It wasn't capitalized.
That's
Jacob,
true. That's true. Yeah.
So in this case, I am guessing that there's going to be a little bit of a dual arc going on. We've got basically what Ging brings to the table.
Yeah.
And we've got Killua's journey to help Gon.
Right.
And in some ways, I think they're basically setting us up for a, just take note here, like, Gon is going to end up being, like, on the road to recovery, or at least recovered very soon.
Sure.
And I think that that's something that...
I mean, well, no, because they can do it. Because the thing is, Hunter, it's all about cost, right?
Yeah,
that's
true.
They can totally do it because he doesn't need to die, right? The question is to what degree does he recover?
Right.
Because it's not going to be 100%, I don't think.
No, but I'm saying that it could.
Possibly.
It could.
Yeah. And then it's just, can they make the journey worth it?
Right, and what's Killua going to have to essentially...
Right.
Pledge, if you will, or vow, or whatever, or make a deal with someone else, So guys, we are into a new segment of story. There are not many episodes of Hunter x Hunter left, so wow, we're on the end of this journey, and it's been a fun one. So without further ado, let's get into this. All right, guys, we're going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Yes, the Zodiacs.
Hey, a bunny girl. Woo.
Okay. Oh. And they're all associated with some kind of animal.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. Dang.
Ooh.
All right, new opening.
All right, cool. All right, cool.
Wow, the reds and blacks are really intense. Whoa.
Shading.
Whoa. Killua's never looked so good. Yeah, I think that's the new kite, yeah.
Hey,
Oreo!
Are we gonna see him again?
And then that's the Zoldyck guy.
The Zoldyck guy, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, all right. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Whoa.
Okay, so almost definitely going back to the Zoldyck estate.
Cool. Wow.
Of course.
Oh, that seems really meta. Like that he kind of looks directly into the camera and he's Wow. Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Mr. Pretty Boy here.
Mm-hmm. So this is
all meant to embody their roles. He's the only one that doesn't really seem to...
And he specifically takes the place at the head of the table.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh... Sure.
I'm harmless. Okay, that doesn't seem like a very great reason.
Okay. I like how Ging is not talking.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Why would you be so open about that? Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, yes. Ooh.
Prince of Kickbacks! Oh! Bunny Girl, you just became my favorite of these characters!
Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
Do tell, yes. Oh, God. Yeah, exactly tenfold.
Sure, because... And why do you have any reason to believe that?
Oh.
All right.
And they're like, you?
The very first thing that he says this
But
entire
you're the
time.
slacker! Ah! No one likes either of them. Wow, what a dick.
Yeah.
The shade.
Yeah.
Let's tell the audience how the process is going to go so that when... It's kind of clever, because we have no idea how it goes except for the fact of just...
Wasn't it supposed to be a vote with at least 95%?
Well, no, the idea is that you put in you put in each person's...
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, that's even better. Ha! Beans. Wait. I remember that name. Yeah, this guy. Little...
Why not just have him run everything? He seems to be fairly, like...
He seems like middle management, kind of, like...
Right, that's...
Like,
yeah,
everyone's,
sure.
like an important secretary. An administrator. But hey,
yeah.
Administrator is basically what a chairman is.
Yeah.
And maybe they want more of a vision caster. You know? It's so small.
Oh no, it's Mr. Periston's one.
Oh. Which is...
A game of tag.
Yeah, I was gonna say, knowing that it's someone related to God, it's probably gonna be some kind of game, you know? Like...
Oh, nice.
Very cool. Yep.
Okay. Tournament arc.
Yep.
I mean, there's also the idea that you can verify that it actually was the people voting.
Yes, this is a hunter, yeah. He just wants to oversee it.
Now, does that mean that he can't actually be the one that is elected? Well, no, because he's a hunter, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, what if he's basically like, you're going to give my thing. There's not going to be a random thing to it.
Possibly.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Whoa. Yep, yep. Memorize it. Whoa. All according to Keikaku.
Whoa.
Dang.
Holy crap.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Okay.
Gotcha. Oh, wow.
Okay.
And he doesn't, and the old man does not want the vice chairman to be,
Nice.
Brilliant. He just answered you.
Okay. Cool.
Brilliant. Well, we knew in a lot of ways the characterization of Ging is someone that would have to enjoy basically
Right, the
just
process,
life
yeah.
and going about, you know, as he does.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Some serious emission techniques.
Yeah.
Or maybe, yeah,
Something.
whatever. With something, yeah. Oh, that's it?
Wow. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty crazy process to become a hunter.
Yeah. All right. We're going to get to see a whole lot of character designs.
Mm-hmm.
Lamp.
Yeah.
Okay. 23 hour and 59 minutes and 59 second period.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh my gosh, it's the Chimera Antark all over again. It's gonna be like, it is now, this time.
Hey,
only 20 minutes.
we get to see
Hanzo!
again, yeah.
Yeah, it's Satots, and oh wow! This is basically
Cool.
their. You remember who we've introduced this story? We're bringing them all back. Wing.
Yeah.
And shoot from Greed Island.
yeah.
Oh, dang it.
Cool.
Okay, awesome. Oh my gosh, Hisoka, of course. It's like, oh.
Wait, it was just folded a couple seconds ago.
Wait a minute. Did he just use his ability on it then?
Maybe.
Oh. I love Hisoka's. Yeah. All right.
Oh,
yep.
okay. There's what's his face? Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Bisky.
Yeah. Well, everyone from also the York New kind of situation, the ones that went with Kurapika. Ha! It's like I'm waiting for someone. Yeah.
Ah. That's why he's interested, of course.
Is this Hisoka's attraction meter?
Yeah,
basically, he's like, who tingles my fancy? Yes. Oh, gotcha. Oh, I love this effect. It's Illumi, isn't it? Yeah.
But he's in disguise again.
Yeah, as Gitaracker. Cool. I remember that. Okay. Gotcha. Yep. Well done, well done.
Yes. He's the perfect person for it.
What is this attitude from Ging?
This is very much breaking Jing's rule of cool.
Right.
Till now.
Obviously. Oh, he's like, what? Did I miss something? Oh. Ah! They were really strong. Oh, good. We called it. They will both die. Oh. Oh. Interesting.
So, we're not talking about Kabuto. Okay.
Okay.
New ending, cool. Hey, Kurapika!
And they're all back together, the boys! The boys,
and
the
they're
four
in the
boys!
suits.
Yeah, yeah!
They're in the suits!
That's where that fan art that was sent to us came from, or was inspired by, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
The moon.
ita, sabata, sabata, kiyuko sadama, shaita.
So, mirror, reflection, duplicity possibly?
Ooh, wait, what?
The reflections here, right? It's like, they could be standing on glass, whatever, you know. But the idea is that things come out of it, it's reflections, so it's, you know.
Hey. So, is this just kind of the... Okay, so I'm going to give HunterxHunter the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
This exposition is necessary because we need to get it all out of the way before we get into the next, 11, 12 episodes that are left.
And it's interesting because with what they're setting up, right, with this
election.
This election and Mr. Glamour.
Yes.
That makes me think it's a long-term problem, potentially.
Yes. You know, the whole thing of hunters going missing underneath the ordeal. He almost seems like an actual enemy of the hunters.
Right. Which would be a fantastic next step if you wanted to have some super huge conflict after something like the Chimera Ant arc.
Right.
What I'm curious about, though, is that with the number of episodes they have left, it seems like this would more be time to deal with the aftermath of the Chimera Ant arc, the election, since there's going to be some sort of tournament, you know, probably, and then basically figure all that out, but then not resolving the stuff with this guy. So
what's good to remember is that the manga is still ongoing.
Right.
So there's nothing specifically with regards to how the anime is paced with regards to how they introduce new plots and stuff.
Yeah.
That means it's restricted, you know, by how many episodes they have left. So the main thing I think that's important, though, here is that they've set up an entirely new segment of story that will carry on with characters that were relevant in the past and are now being brought back into the limelight.
Yes.
And that's, I think, the biggest thing that's important. We have characters like Ging, specifically Ging, who basically stole this episode outside of Hisoka's brief but... well worth it moment of return. Yeah, Jing's moment of playing essentially the hunter Zodiacs, or just the Zodiacs, I guess. I thought that was brilliant. I really like that he doesn't seem to just be kind of an adventuring, kind of older goober kind of in a lot of ways, like Gon, I would say, would grow up to be if he didn't just have this traumatic experience happen to him. I mean, in a lot of ways, I don't think that will necessarily change about Gon, but it's that Ging reminds me of Gon in so many ways, in that he has the contradiction about his personality and how he wants things done. So, looking forward to any scenes we get with him in future episodes. I hope he doesn't just kind of exit the story now that he's kind of done his thing.
Right.
But I know they said he's going to be coming back at least once, so... there's that. The exposition dump was real. It's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're probably getting it all out in the front here because they don't want to do it, later.
And this is something big, because while HunterxHunter sets up this massive world and such, because it's a very discovery-based story, there are certain things that they just don't go into because they don't need to, right?
Sure.
Which means that once it is relevant, then they have a lot of stuff to sort of set the foundations for, because they haven't really been doing it as much in previous sections of the story. They do with characters and things, but when it comes to world stuff.
The Hunter Association is something that even with the Hunter exam we never really went that in depth into.
Right.
Like a lot of it was restricted based on how each of the overseers essentially were handling things like Saitots. And a lot of them, I would say, went minorly in depth into it. In a lot of ways, actually, the food cooking off
was the bigger one?
Was the biggest one, because they went into how there's different types of hunters.
Right, exactly.
And now we kind of see a little bit as to where that inspiration sort of comes from. In the Zodiacs having their own specific flair and not only design from a from a technical standpoint, but then also having a a different flair about them.
This does, one of the things though, that the whole idea of like, because we found out there were only like what 661 hunters or something like that. That does raise some pretty big questions though, because they talk about so many different types of hunters, and that means that if there are, say, I don't know, because if there's cooking hunters, right?
Yeah.
All the way down to cooking hunters,
right.
Then just an estimate, probably not close to what it is, but if there were, say, 30 different kinds of hunters, right?
You could have 20 per
category, which I guess is a fairly good number on when you think about it like that. But like even just 30 categories, it's like, okay, and then
there's the whole 1 through 3 star hunters as well,
right?
So what I think what this might be specifically is that the Zodiacs are like the 3-star hunters. They're the
cream
ones,
of the crop.
They're the cream of the crop, and they are the ones that are the leaders of their respective fields. Sure. And I think that's probably the most interesting thing potentially, is that the number 12 has a lot of fun connotations to it. But what if that's actually the main list of how many types of hunters there are?
Just 12?
There's just 12. And the main thing is that those 12 then split into subsets.
Sure, yeah.
And the Zodiacs are each just leaders of their own specific fields.
I could totally see that.
Because what was Jing's thing again? Archaeology?
Archaeology, yeah.
Archaeology, yeah. It seems like archaeology is the kind of thing that is specific enough, but it seems like it's underneath the umbrella of kind of the exploring,
or history,
side of things. Yeah,
like I could totally see history just being one of the categories, of hunters. And then,
right, like a data gathering kind of hunter, essentially.
Right. Yeah.
Because archaeology is pretty specific.
Yes. Very much so.
So that's a big deal. I also like how their designs, while they're all meant to just make them easy to identify, their designs simplify the closer you get to the plot relevant characters, which I find to also be really funny, that the two characters that seem to connect the least to their animals, although I know the joke about Periston being the rat. It's greedy and wanting everything for themselves, and a hoarder essentially.
Because there was another one that seemed to be a lot more rodent-like, like down to the teeth and everything. So, but this guy's the rat, which.
I mean, there were other animals. And stuff
there were tons of other animals.
But Ging was what, like a boar? He was like some kind of wild pig or something.
Although some of these Zodiacs really, really just milk these designs for all they're worth. Specifically the cow.
Yeah. Funny.
But like
so okay, we have Killua on the move going to Silva.
Right.
We predicted this. It makes sense.
Yep.
I think that in a lot of ways, the Zoldycks are the family that's super wealthy, super influential, but also super, reclusive from society.
Sure.
So in a lot of ways, they could know things that no one else knows.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in a lot of ways, that's something that's valuable to Killua. So what he might be actually making the sacrifice for is he's going to Silva, and he needs to make some kind of a deal with him.
Sure.
He's like, I need basically the key to, saving Gon. What is it? What can I do?
Right.
And he's like, well, what will you offer me? And he's going to be like, I will come back to the family. I'll be an assassin again.
Right.
And it's going to be the thing of, like, a heartbreaking thing of where Gon will just be like, where's Killua? He's like, no one knows.
Who's Killua? But
I feel like we might be looking at the thing that I hope it doesn't separate them for the long term. But at least for the short term, I feel like this is something that's going to be really, really hard on Killua and Gon. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know at what point they're going to basically say, okay, Gon's back into the story at least a little bit to where he can talk and do things,
Yeah. Now, but Illumi said something very interesting.
Yeah.
He said that there is another Zoldyck brother, another younger Zoldyck brother, and he needs him dead.
Right.
Now, and he also said that
which is odd.
He also said that it wasn't just Gon that was in danger of dying, but also Killua.
Right. So, but we didn't know from who.
Right, exactly.
It doesn't make sense that Silva would want his son dead.
Right, exactly. So, like, with Gon, it makes sense, because, you know, he's in critical condition, but if he's insinuating that there's someone that's trying to, like, finish the job or something, then there's that. And then Illumi never really liked Gon, right? So...
Because he took Killua away.
Exactly, yeah.
In a lot of ways, that's basically it.
Mm-hmm. So the idea of this new threat against Killua and Gon, and the new character that's introduced, it would make me think that it's the new character that's introduced. But since Illumi wants the person dead, it makes me think that it's not quite so cut and dry. And the fact that we didn't know this person existed until now, like is this something where the audience didn't know, or that also Killua didn't know? Is this like a long-lost brother, or is it just something where we, as the audience, never had a reason to meet them? Yeah. I don't know.
It's going to be interesting. It's a potentially, big, plot point. I do find it interesting that he mentions this in the same breath as him talking about Killua, though.
Yeah.
It seems a little bit too coincidental in a lot of ways.
Killua is going back to the Zodiac estate, so it would make sense for something like this to come up now if it is something that, like, Killua knows about, But yeah, it's... Yeah. And then there's the opening. The opening had a lot of stuff with the Zoldycks, which makes sense.
Yeah, like the butler. I remember him.
The butler and
with his coins and everything.
And the butler in training, she was cool.
Yeah. I'm looking forward basically to Killua looking, and going back to the Zoldyck estate and seeing some familiar faces, and most of them I would say being happy to see him. Maybe like his brother not being.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Illumi had that whole needle in him, so he might be like, oh, hey,
I wasn't meaning just Illumi. I was meaning also his other brother.
Yeah.
But yeah, Illumi might be the antagonist essentially. This whole section of the story. I think that he's going to be Killwa's problem.
Yeah,
specifically.
I kind of hope that it's something where it's not like direct antagonism. It's more like, oh yeah, you again. Not melodrama where it's like, oh, we can't resolve things because we're brothers and we can't whatever, blah blah blah.
Or like, oh, I see you took it out. Good for you. Still trying to save Gon?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You just traded one needle for another?
Ooh, yeah, right. The kind of things where they can have good conflict that is not necessarily conflict about fighting or who will win objectively. It's just that they have contradictory goals. They're not contradictory, but they're in opposition to each other, right? But it's not necessarily going to be direct violent opposition.
Yeah, but I don't think Illumi wants Killua dead.
No, I don't think so either.
I think in a lot of ways the one thing that he does kind of want, though, is for Killua to kind of learn his lesson.
Sure.
And it seems kind of like a petty older brother thing to do, where you basically are like,
I must educate the young lad.
Yeah, like I learned my lesson. I have no connections or anything like that.
Now,
so you have to learn your lesson too.
Now we did introduce the concept of Illumi wanting a brother dead. And he voiced that to Hisoka, which is interesting for one that he would do that.
Yeah, is he trying to manipulate Hisoka?
Is he trying to manipulate Hisoka? Who knows? Because usually he keeps things pretty close to the chest. I mean, Hisoka's a pretty good friend, or as good a friend as someone like Illumi could have. But that also does that opens the can of the idea of Illumi wanting a family member dead. Right. We don't know what the context is for this family member because we don't know who they are yet. But I feel like that's something that is done intentionally, also just to make it so that even though the needle's taken out, it's like we should still be uneasy around Illumi, kind of a thing.
I think that Illumi is also like surprisingly strong. One of the things that we noticed when Hisoka was doing his like, who's strong, who arouses me to fight, and then Illumi walks in and he was higher than the Zodiacs.
Yeah.
Guys, like, the Zodiacs are the best of the hunters.
Right.
And Illumi gives Hisoka more of a swing than 3 different Zodiacs
Which is interesting because before, he didn't really seem to care, right? He worked with Illumi just fine, right?
Well, wait. When do we know that...
We don't know that Hisoka didn't, right? But it's not that we saw Hisoka be like, oh yeah, Illumi's nothing special, but it was the fact that they spent so much time together and he never seemed to want Illumi dead specifically. He just talked about what he would do if he, say, interfered with his whole thing he was doing.
Question: Do you think that Hisoka gets a swing from wanting to kill people that are strong or fight people that are strong? Because I think it's more just fighting.
I think it's more fighting because what he wants. I think what he wants to do is he wants to test himself.
Right.
He also likes the idea as the trickster that he is of bringing low that which was proud.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like that whole
and then the
Lad
struggle
Rousseau
itself.
thing. Yeah, the struggle.
Oh, he's
exactly.
totally a Lad Rousseau.
Like that's what it is. It's the whole idea of, you know, the people that I most love to kill are the ones that never see it coming. They're so confident and think they're so secure.
In a lot of ways, Lad is wearing himself entirely on his sleeve as well. So we know a little bit more about him that way. But Hisoka keeps things a little bit closer to the chest as well. So maybe that's also what Illumi respects about Hisoka, is that Hisoka is pretty obvious to him kind of what he wants.
Right.
But he still kind of makes an effort to keep things close to the chest. So maybe in a lot of ways Illumi shouldn't trust Hisoka as much because we've seen Hisoka double deal with, you know, like Kurapika and stuff.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So I find it really interesting that, you know, Illumi's chastising him about the whole, well, you should watch the news if you weren't so busy looking for Crow. He's like, that would have taken time to stop and think, you know? I love that they've got this banter here.
You should be my manager.
You should be my manager. That was amazing. That was a fantastic line. But there was no bitterness or any kind of hostility between them. So I think this is more of them just acknowledging that each other are strong.
Right.
And I think that Hisoka is still one that Illumi shouldn't trust, because I think if we take the context of what we know about Hisoka now and transpose it into the Hunter exam, I think if there was any time where he was thinking like, you know, Illumi's not being very helpful right now, and I've always wanted to fight him. Let's just have it out right here. They would have just done it. They would have just done it. And it's funny because they were the only two people at that point that knew Nen, right? So it's like,
which is so okay.
Yeah.
Now here's my question. So this makes me think that Illumi's been busy.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, he's been busy.
Because Hisoka was swinging hard for Crollo, right? And even gone, you know, it's just the you know, potential, you know, and all that stuff. But we didn't see any of that with Illumi, even like beneath the surface. So it makes me wonder. If basically Illumi's been doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
He's gotten stronger.
And he's gotten stronger. And maybe he has some crazy plan. Like, because I feel like they kind of introduced two antagonists here.
Yeah.
They introduced
Pariston,
thank you. Yeah, Mr. Glamour Rat.
I just remember because I'm calling him Paris Hilton in my head. That's just how it works. I don't know.
I love it. I love it. And then Illumi, right? Who was antagonistic before, but he wasn't a main antagonist. He was just sort of a person that caused trouble for some of our main cast.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But now that seems like they're trying to shift gears a bit.
Just a little bit, yeah.
And then they also have this new character, which if Illumi is the primary antagonist, then does that mean that this new brother is maybe someone that Killua will go to for help? Like maybe Killwa's not even going to Silva at all. Maybe he's like, oh yeah, someone in my family would be really good at something like this. And then the question is like how he can convince them to help him or something. I don't know.
I think there's truth there. I think the weird part about this is that Illumi expects Killua to die.
Yeah.
At least he says, but he says this to Hisoka. So is he saying this to the audience? And he's saying potentially that I'm going to kill Killua?
Right.
Or is he saying like, hey, you know, Killua dying, that's something that... Yeah, it almost... It does feel a little weird because I feel like he's trying to goad Hisoka a little bit.
Right.
Like, what does he gain from going to the voting thing? Illumi.
Yeah, other than just voting.
Like, no. Get a rocker. Did he even pass?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, because Killua, he
Oh, right,
he made
Killua is the one that didn't pass.
Right.
Duh, I'm sorry.
Right.
I was wondering, like...
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. Yeah, and that's why he goes, because he doesn't want everyone to know that this is actually Illumi, the one that's gotten the hunter's license. All right, cool. So he goes there, not necessarily just to visit Hisoka. So he's going there because it's his time and stuff. But they bumps into Hisoka, and he's like, dude, don't you read the news? Like... Yeah. Where have you been? Like, what's been going on with you? And he's like, oh, dude, I've been hunting, man, you know? And, here's what we can tie this as a parallel. Ging was saying that in order to be a good hunter, like a proper hunter...
you need to guide your prey.
You need to guide your prey and know where they're going to be. So maybe this is Illumi doing something like that.
Sure. Yeah.
Possibly.
And, okay, I like it. I like it. And especially if Illumi tries to start, like, guiding Hisoka to do something, because if Hisoka gets involved, things just get more interesting in general. Like,
for the most part,
that just happens. You can't have, like... And I feel like that's one of the reasons that he's such a fan favorite.
Right.
You know, despite his inclinations. Because when he's not around, well, he doesn't need to be there, right? But when he is there, it just... He causes things to happen.
Right. All right, so we have Hisoka, we have Ging, we have Paris Hilton, we have Illumi, and we have Killua, and Gon is out of this.
Yep.
I really like I really like how the episode came to an end and basically opened up like a couple specific plot lines. And wherever they decide to take those, if they can resolve any of them in a satisfying way in a short number of episodes, hey, I'm hyped for that. That sounds pretty good.
I just realized something, and this is something that will never happen because there would be no reason for Killua to talk about something so intimate with Hisoka. But Hisoka was all about, like, wanting Gon to mature and all that stuff.
Oh my god.
And being like, Hisoka, Gon just, went all, like, use all the power, and, like... And you missed it, bro. Like, and he totally would have creamed you.
Pulverized you.
You would have been so dead. But you could have seen, what that potential would have looked like, and now you may never,
See, Hisoka keeps getting Nen blocked, basically.
Yeah.
Link to Jacob's crack video in the description.
Yeah, right.
All right, guys, this is an interesting episode.
Yeah,
a little bit of a rocky first half, and
they're laying the foundation.
Yeah, a little bit more interesting as they got to the second half. So, guys, if you want to watch the next 2 episodes reactions right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. Any level of support gets you access to our Discord, where you can chat with us about stories or whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.